Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've got Darren Little here with the MLM Superheroes, and we are live right now on an international broadcast, broadcasting to all four corners of the world. Guys, what I want to do here today is I want to talk to you a little bit about how you can literally make a fortune, guys, on Facebook. And I'm not kidding you here. I'm going to show you tonight how you can turn Facebook into an ATM machine, okay? Now, one of the things that I want to first of all tell you about Facebook is that your goal with Facebook, guys, is to first of all get an audience. Okay, you want to get an audience. You want to get people just like people going to watch a movie or people watching a television program. What happens when they get more viewers? They get higher ratings, right? If it's a television broadcast network. So your goal as a leader in this industry is that you want to get as many people following your content, okay? Following your content. Now, the first thing that I'm going to tell you about Facebook and about networking is that if you don't already know this, guys, network marketing is personal development disguised as a business. Personal development disguised as a business. So it's important that that you're not pitching your deal. You're not, every single link's not join my business, join my business, join my business, join my business. People won't even, you'll lose all your viewers, okay? You'll lose all your viewers. Nobody will even care what you have to say, okay? Join me, skinny body, skinny body, skinny body. Zango, Zri, get involved with Zri, right? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Organo Gold, lock your spot. Guys, that's not this industry, and quite honestly, you sound completely foolish, so don't do it, because you're actually doing your business an injustice because it makes you look like a complete amateur, okay, first of all. Now, the thing that I'm going to tell you about networking is that there's only two types of people that first of all get involved in networking in the first place. Okay, now what are the two types of people? The first type of a person is a person that's in a state of what I call transition. Okay, now what do I mean by transition? They've either lost their job, there's been cutbacks, their hours have been cut back, and now they don't have enough money to be able to properly pay their bills. The husband and wife, one of them got laid off in their job. So that's a state of transition. What else would be transition? Somebody's involved in another network marketing company, and maybe they've been involved for 8 months or a year. Like we were talking to a group of young girls. They're great-looking girls. I mean, literally, guys, I'm not kidding you. You got to use everything to your advantage when you're a marketer. And, if these two girls were really, really attractive. They were probably maybe 24 years old. They're very easy to put people into a room. I mean, literally in 10 minutes, this girl, she got on her phone and she had 8 people in 10 minutes. I don't even know how she was able to pull this off. She had 8 people at her house. And she's been in a company called Wake Up Now for 8 months, and she's only making like $600 a month, right? So, that's called the state of transition. So why would she want to, why was she attracted to want to look at what we're doing with our Millionaire Mentoring and Explosial? Is that, guys, I help people go full-time in this industry in 30 days, okay? I'm not kidding you. It's really true, okay? So typically, if a person is coachable and if they can surrender their ego, which I'm going to tell you, sometimes is a little bit of a challenge, I might add, but if they can surrender their ego and not have to be right and not have to say, well, Darren, I know that you got that way, but I'm going to go reinvent the wheel over here and I'm going to do it this other way, right? I know that you turned $174 into $125,000, and you did it with no paid marketing or any traffic or solo ads or anything, but I got this other strategy that I'm going to do because I want to show you that I can do it on my own, right? So, and that happens all the time, guys. Trust me. I've had people that have enrolled right here in my local city, and I reach out and say, you know, hey, listen, I'm right here, just so you know. I'm right here in your local city. I can help you. Darren, I'm good. What are you talking about? You're good, right? You're broke, right? The bottom line, you're not making any money. So how about we just surrender the ego, we be coachable, and I can show you what wealth creation is. How do you go from nothing to a full-time income in 30 days? How do you go from full-time in 30 days, within 90 days, making $10,000 a month? Guys, that's really what I do. That's what I do with my students. So you've got people that are in a state of transition, right? And then you've got people that have reached what's called a breaking point. Now, what is a breaking point? A breaking point is when you're working an hourly job, right? And all of a sudden some tragedy happens. Your parents get sick. Somebody gets in a car accident. You total your car. Your kids need braces. Your credit cards are maxed out. And now you're in trouble, guys. You're in trouble, okay? You're working a corporate salary, and the boss keeps on asking you to do stuff after work and on the weekends. Oh, just finish this report for Monday. Oh, I just need this one more thing for tomorrow. And at a certain point, or guess what happens a lot of times with salary guys, and Dodie Johnson can talk about this from firsthand, they go, you know what, guys, we're going to do some cutbacks. I mean, you really want a job, right? Well, you're going to have to take a pay cut. Sorry, you know, I know that you were doing that job for $130,000, but now you're going to have to do it for $105,000. Sorry about that. But, you know, times are tough, so sorry. Now you got to do the same amount of work. Sometimes they load on even more work for you, but they pay you less money. And at some point in time, those people reach a breaking point. Guys, they're done. And they're looking for an answer. They're looking for a solution. Now, here's what I will tell you. You have no control as a networker over breaking point or over transition. None. Okay? None. You have no control. So don't try to pitch your stuff. Don't be, you know, saying, will you become my friend? I become your friend. Or, hey, you got to check out my new opportunity, blah, 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 right? Block, you get blocked, right? So what I will tell you about this industry is that there's a different type of selling with relationships. It's very casual, guys, very casual. And if you want to be a top networker and a top recruiter, you've got to get out of here thinking about the commissions that you're making, and you've got to get into here and start caring about people. Now, how is that person going to know if you care? People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Start listening to people. Start listening to people. Ask questions and listen to what they have to say. Listen to what they have to say. So, guys, what I will tell you about Facebook is that, and I'm going to share my screen here with you in a minute because I want for you to understand the simplicity of this, okay? Now, because network marketing is personal development disguised as a business, wouldn't it make sense that maybe if I talked about personal development things, that there might be people paying attention? Doesn't that make sense? Okay, so I can talk about motivation. I can talk about inspiration. I can talk about positive quotes, okay? I can talk about industry-related type of stuff, okay? So it's important for you as a leader to sort of keep your pulse on the industry. What's going on? You know, Telex Free just went down. They got labeled as a Ponzi scheme. You know, you would probably want to know that because you can, you know, get some piggyback marketing off of that, right? Because as a leader coming from an integrity standpoint, you could say, you know what, I just want to, you know, say my heart goes out to a lot of the leaders and stuff that were in Telex Free that just lost their income. You know, if there's anything that I can do to help, then, you know, I'm happy to help in any way or reach out to say a quick hello, right? So, and what I'm not pitching anything, guys. I genuinely want to help people to solve their problem. That's what you've got to realize if you want to be powerful in this industry. Stop selling your stuff. People don't want it, okay? People don't want your products, okay? And I will tell you that for fact. Don't try to take a round peg and jam it into a square hole, okay? You'll just be frustrating yourself. You'll end up with massive rejection, and it will be painful. Don't do it. It's not necessary. So what do you want to do as a top recruiter? You want to reach out, you want to touch base, you want to say hello, you want to find out what's going on in a person's life. And guys, here's the key. You got to be naked. Literally, you got to be naked, guys. I'm not kidding you. You got to have a naked soul. You have to connect with people from your heart. I talk about my real life, guys, when I'm connecting with people. So, you know, hey, Tom, you just wanted to reach out and say a quick hello. How's your day going so far? Pretty good, Darren. How about yourself? I'm right into my personal life, guys. I just had my son from Las Vegas. He came up for spring break. You know, it was great to see him. I haven't seen him for about 7 months, and I really miss him. That's true. I'm really talking about what's going on in here, right? And then I'm going to finish off with a question. Do you have kids? The person that asks the question, guys, controls the conversation, just so you know, in case nobody's ever told you that. The person that asks the questions in a conversation controls the conversation. If you're the person that asks the questions, you're steering the ship. Okay, the moment that you don't ask a question, you just lost control. Okay? So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to log on to my Facebook page. And, Dodie, can you see my screen?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Okay, so that one's not going to work. Okay, so we're going to go into new screen. Okay. So, guys, what I've got here, oh, that's really cool. That's something I'm going to share right now. Oh, my God. This is... say... Okay. So, guys, my goal here is I want to be able to create an audience, and I want to be able to create what's called interaction. How am I going to create interaction? So there's a couple things that I'm going to do. Questions. I'm going to ask multiple choice questions. I'm going to put cool stuff up that has entertainment value. I'm going to provide value to the industry, and I want to help people to solve their problems. Okay, that's my goal as a leader. Okay, so in this particular case, what did I do? This is called shock and awe. Okay, so I use a photo that if this is in the feed, it's going to get people's attention. Okay, so listen to or read this copy with me. Live Millionaire Mentoring right now at 4 p.m. PST. Are you having any marketing challenges? Okay. Getting rejected by your friends and family. You're successful in business but can't seem to get your home business off the ground. Don't know how to generate leads. Don't have a marketing budget. So what do? It's live. Like literally, guys, I will say I could be at a restaurant. I'm going live right now. Who needs help? That's called complete vulnerability. And if you want to take your life to the next level, you have to be prepared to be vulnerable. Okay, now I've done situations where I've done coaching calls and I've said to my students, guys, you know what? I don't even know what's going to happen right now. Okay, I have no idea. There may be nobody that shows up. I have no idea. But 15 minutes from now, we're going live on a millionaire mentoring session. I'm going to show you exactly what I do. And all of a sudden, right across the panel. So you want to be able to give value, guys, value to the industry. Okay, let's scroll down. Okay. Now look at the interaction that this has. Okay, and I want you guys, if you guys get this, I'm telling you what, you will never have to worry about money again for the rest of your life if you get what I'm talking about today. After someone watches your company video, what is the one question you should always ask your prospect? Guys, do you realize that is a company or a industry-related post? Now watch what happened. Oh, 62 people gave their opinion. 62 people put their opinion in of what they should say next after the person's watched the video. Now the last time that I was here, we were right here. So look at this. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more people have interacted with that post over the course of about the last hour. When did I put the post up? Let's take a look. I put the post up 5 hours ago in total, but there's 62 interactions. Do you think these people might be network marketers? I wonder. You think that they might be active? Okay, so let's take a look here, guys, okay? Okay, what do we got here? Okay. This person I know is going to be joining my business. This person here was a professional football player with the Oakland Raiders. Another top guy here that's just coming out of the gates here. Tim's a recognizable name that I've seen all over. Alan Hordell made big money in the industry. Ray De Niro, another top income earner. Who else do you have? Paul Turner, top marketer. Robert Blackman, 7-figure income earner. Let's see, Mike Mosbach, an up-and-comer right now. Tommy Allen Raines, he's got his own business and he's launching a new car, right? Kylo, another top marketer. Philip Rollins, another top marketer. There's Michael Young showing back up again. Randall Mitchell, another top marketer. Jonathan Freeman, he's built a list of 130,000 people. Paul Hutchings, he was on stage with Empower Network. Guys, you see the power of this? You think that there might be Danny Votra, another top marketer. Laurel Hilton, she's got a whole networking event here in Vancouver. Ron Pruitt, another 7-figure income earner. I wonder if this works, guys. This is how you build relationships without even talking to people. Okay, so today I was on a chat with Dave Wood. Okay, he's the owner from Empower Network. Okay, and we were brainstorming about a couple concepts and a couple ideas, and we got into talking about quantum physics, which is something that I teach. So this is called a value-based post, guys. Value. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you guys here because this is literally what will help you to create wealth. So it says, I just got off a private Facebook chat with David Wood, and I wanted to share something with you all that I had a vision of when I was on the chat with Dave. Many people ask me, what are the 3 core qualities that you need to have to be able to go from nothing to multiple millions? Many times when I talk about some of these things, some people get it while others are completely mystified by it. If you just accept it, you can create whatever reality that you want for you and your family. Every single successful project, company rollout, joint venture deal, and money raise in both conventional land-based businesses, online and offline, that I've ever done, guys, they all stem back to these 3 core qualities. You need to believe that you have these 3 core qualities. And each time I speak with Dave on the phone or on chat, he always reconfirms these 3 things when we're having our chat. It comes through a person's words, in their tone, and in their actions, the physiology in their body, their voice inflection, their words, and their words are all tuned in to these 3 core qualities like a radio broadcast frequency. I believe that if anyone makes it a point to really learn the essence of these three core qualities, that they can have anything that they want in their life. These three core qualities combined with all-out massive action will make you millions in whatever it is that you do. First thing, you have to be a visionary, guys. What is a visionary? A visionary is somebody that can see what others cannot yet see. So in order to create wealth, you need to be a visionary. You need to be able to see the intangible. You need to see what others cannot yet see. It has to be so clear in your mind that you can see it, feel it, touch it, taste it. Your vision needs to be so big that when other people hear it, they'll laugh about it. If people are not laughing at your vision, it's not big enough. But the vision can't be about you. This is where people get this whole thing wrong. It can't be about you. It has to have a greater cause for all of mankind. It has to give back, make a difference, and affect millions and millions of people's lives for greater good. Okay, that's the first and primary thing. You have to be a visionary to get to multimillionaire. You have to be bulletproof. The strength of your vision and the definiteness of purpose makes a person completely bulletproof. No matter what anyone says about your vision, it has zero effect on your forward momentum. None. Nothing that anybody says can stop you. Nothing. When you become bulletproof, the stars realign themselves, the path clears, you create a success vortex, and you become unstoppable. Okay, so this is critical. You have to be bulletproof. Anybody that says anything, it just bounces off you like a water bouncing off a duck's back. You have to be what I call a wizard. You have to fully believe in every cell of your being that you are creating your reality, that it's your thoughts, your words, your emotions that are creating your reality, and that you can actually bend the universe to become what you believe to be true. That if you just surrender and trust the process, that you can create whatever reality that you want. You have to believe that the challenges are all part of the puzzle that you're creating, unwinding, learning, growing, and evolving from. Guys, that is a pretty huge statement right there, because most people are victims and they would never take ownership that they're creating the challenges so that they can unwind their puzzle and learn and grow and evolve to become a better person. Obviously, you have to combine this with a ridiculous amount of massive action. But when I look back at every single successful project, every company rollout, every joint venture deal, every money raised in both conventional land-based businesses, offline and online, they all stem back to these three core qualities. And David Wood is a great example of what is possible when you apply these in your life. Great to connect, Dave. You're awesome, bro. Now, this shows visionary, which is, Walt Disney plus RoboCop plus a Merlin equals Dave Wood, okay? So, but look what happened. 22, 23, 24, 25, 4 shares, and 20 some odd comments, right? So this is the power. Now, what do you think? Who are the people do you think that I'm going to be connecting with, guys? Think about this. Okay, watch this. It's such a bizarre thing doing a training call when you have no idea what you just said, only to listen to the replay call of yourself and then get trained by yourself. Guys, this is so bizarre. It's like you're channeling the information from the universal superconscious, and you have no idea what they even said. Aaron Rashkin talks about this on stage a lot of times. This is called the money zone, guys. These are people that have seen my brand. Some of them have seen my brand multiple times per day, and they've already interacted with me multiple times on my wall without me even saying hello. How about that? So by the time I reach out and touch base and say hello with somebody, they already feel like I'm their best friend. Why? Because they've got so much content, guys, so much value. I'm not just going, my company, my company, my company, my company, my company, my company, buy my company, get involved with my company, my company, my company. If you do that on Facebook, you will literally just get blocked. Nobody will even pay attention to you. Okay, now watch what happened here. Okay, Rex Harris, top marketer. Okay, what do we have here? Tony Cohen, Diane Hockman, 7-figure income earner. Guys, this is the gold here. You become the attractor factor. You have people literally lining up to, interact with you with your content. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, in 1 or 2 sentences, if I'm a prospect, what are you going to say to me to get me interested in looking at your business? Oh my God, look at this. It was only put up 10 hours ago. We've got 61 comments. 61 comments, guys. Kylo, top person over at Skinny Body Care. He was with, where was he at? He was at Brain Abundance, and now he's with Skinny Body Care. Guys, it's important that you keep a pulse on the industry, guys. Know who's moving, who's grooving. Tom McMurrin, another seven-figure income earner. You've got to know what's going on, guys. You got Nick Hetcher, he's a top radio announcer. He's got some great things going on the go right now. You've got to be tapped. Dave Manning, he's a top income earner over at I2G Global. You've got to keep your pulse on the industry, guys. You've got to know who's moving, grooving, shaking, baking. Kim Mangalandon. Kim is a multi-millionaire. Okay, he does day trading. This is one of my friends that's over in Malaysia. So, you know, guys, this stuff works. You know, people tell me that they can't make any money in this industry. I'm like, are you for real? Like, this is the easiest, simplest industry to make money in, because we've never been in a worse time right now in the economy. Tom Selly, another seven-figure income earner. Is it a coincidence, guys? You think it's a coincidence that these people start showing up on your wall? John Gilardi, another seven-figure income earner, guys. So what happens is, once you start putting out content, Diane Hockman again, seven-figure income earner, Aaron Rashkin, seven-figure income earner. Do you see the power of this? Okay, now this is an industry-related post. Whatever happened to Ripplin? Now, Ripplin was a company that had a lot of big hype, that 1 million people pre-register for it, and the deal never actually ever launched. So then I made a joke about it. It's like the missing socks that disappear from the dryer, never to be found again. LOL, where do those socks go anyway, right? So it's like a little spoof there, but I've combined it with something industry related. Oh my God, 36, 37, 38, 39 likes. Oh wow, look at 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 with seven-figure income earners showing up. Diane Hockman, Aaron Rashkin, Diane Hockman, Tom Westrick, Tom McMurrin. Guys, hopefully you're getting what I'm talking about here, because this is how you create wealth, guys. It has nothing to do with your company. It has nothing to do with your products. So stop pitching features and benefits and talking about your antioxidants and your track record and your management team and blah, 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 because nobody cares. So don't do it. Now, I'll tell you what happens here is that people start reaching out to me and saying, hey, Darren, what company are you with? I want to join you. I want to join your business. So what happens here is, as these comments start coming through here, okay, Jonathan Freeman just joined me. Ted Prentice just joined me. Chris Howells just joined me. Jason Muggsy Mugg just joined me. Doug, your success just joined me. You know, if I go down this, like Gregory Hinton just joined. You know, Jimbo Carroll's just coming on board. You know, Billy Bigelow just joined. I mean, guys, this is a relationship business. Relationship. You don't meet somebody and say, hey, how you doing? You want to get married? You don't do that. You don't ask somebody out on a date and then decide that, you know, ask them to get married with you. That's not how it works. So keep it really casual, guys. Slow it down a little bit. Connect with people. So I'm going to say thanks. Okay, so let's take a look at some more of the posts here and what type of interaction that they're generating. I typically, unless somebody is being just a total goof, I like their post to acknowledge that I've read it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but it doesn't matter because everybody has their opinion. Unless they're just outright rude and obnoxious, I'm not going to like their posts. Like, I had this one guy that just was an absolute obnoxious, just a complete ass, and I just refused to like his post because I didn't even want to give him any more attention. Okay, so this is an event that we've got coming up right now in Miami, a leadership conference in June. And guys, I'm telling you this, if you're in Miami and you're not at this event, you're literally missing out. I mean, this can fast track your career in this industry by at least 6 to 8 months. No kidding, because we will be literally revealing all of our secrets and showing people and telling them how they can become top recruiters. What are the strategies that I use? Now, here's a little spoof here. What babies are saying about the way some people try recruiting. I don't want to hear about your revolutionary baby food with high auric value anymore. Shut up already. I want my mommy. Right? This is just a little spoof on how obnoxious it is to hear about people's antioxidants and lose weight now, ask me how, and all the rest of the stuff that the people have got posting all over the place. Guys, look, 18, 19, 20, 21 more people that I'm going to connect with. 3, 4, 5, 6 more people down here in the comment section. Okay, here's another spoof. See, even dogs have a solution for the people that keep pitching them on the newest dog treats with high auric value and antioxidants that will totally change their life. Oh, wait, hold it. Lock your spot, lock your spot. LOL, learn how to connect with people and stop pissing all over them. Okay, now here's a dog taking a leak on this lady that's lying down having a suntan. 27, 28, 29, 30 more people, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 interactions. Robert Blackman, another 7-figure income earner, says that's so dark. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh my God, that's funny. I got it. Okay, so guys, keep in mind this is a relationship. Now they're top marketer. This guy's top leaderboards in My Lead System Pro. Joseph Montez went through my Academy of Quantum Physics Mind Mastery training, and poof, in the last year, his income's just gone vertical, and he's a peak performer. He's a peak performer, guys. So the important thing to understand here. Okay, look at this. Oh, look, another 2 students completely crushing it. Conrado Casalo makes $1,800 monthly residual in his first 3 weeks, guys. 3 weeks. That's $23,413 annualized income. And Gregory Hinton makes $4,000 monthly income in his first 45 days. Guys, do you know of any people that are, come right out of the gate that are just, Conrado's, this is sort of his first sort of run with, this type of a program. And first month, guys, and he works a full-time job. Gregory Hinton works a full-time job as an IT tech guy, but he's already making $4,000 a month. You know that I'll probably have Gregory at $10,000 a month within the next 30 days. $10,000 a month. And what's that going to be? 2.5 months. He's at 1.5 months, so he'll be at 2.5 months. He's already at $48,000 in annualized residual income. Now, why is that happening? Because he's following the training. He's coachable. Now, do you realize, guys, I have another person here in my team that actually lives in my city, lives in my local city. He will not surrender his ego. He has to prove that he's right. He wants to try to replicate what I'm doing instead of leveraging off of me as his business partner. And in the same period of time as Gregory, he's only made $400 on his own. Gregory's made 10 times the money. 10 times the money, guys. Just surrendering the ego. So I say that's a $48,000 annualized residual income. Why not you? The Academy of Quantum Physics Mind Mastery, we teach the science of getting rich. Step into your power, step into your greatness, be all that you can be, live the dream. We are. Why not you? Message me to see if you qualify. Now, this is sort of a semi-promotional post, guys. But what am I marketing? You don't even know. People would have to, ask. They'd have to say, hey, what business is it that you're marketing? Okay. So make it happen with Platinum 200, helping people change their lives, because that's how we roll, right? That we were doing, look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people, 10 people on a Google Hangout, guys, last night, and this Hangout was like at about 9 or 10 o'clock at night. It went for 2.5 hours of value that we were giving all of these people, taking them through millionaire mentoring, okay? And that's Gregory Hinton, and this is Conrado. Those are two of my top guys right now. Why? Because they're coachable. They don't have to prove anything to anybody. They're willing to just roll up their sleeves and, you know, just follow the lead, right? So this is a little bit of a prank. Oh my God, this is funny. And here I've got this little, you know, smart vehicle, and it's got this little tiny miniature boat on it. You know, guys, I will tell you, if you understand anything about guerrilla marketing, I looked at this and I just went like, this is really cool. This is a guerrilla marketing strategy, guys, that I would use, where I would graphic up this smart truck, and I would graphic up this boat, this little boat thing behind it, and I might even put a little flag here, right, that had some little message on it, right, and I would just drive that around town. This is called guerrilla marketing. This hasn't been set up as a guerrilla marketing piece. Let me just zoom in here. Maybe it has lions. I don't know what that is. It's not branded enough to be fully a guerrilla marketing piece, right? But you know, there should be some sort of a domain name right here, right? There should be a domain name across the back, right? There should be a domain name someplace on the boat or on a flag or something. But this would be a cool, you know, type of guerrilla marketing thing that I would do. This gave me some great ideas to, you know, potentially roll out future stuff, right, for and other projects that I'm working on, right? If I want to, you know, roll out a local city or do something, you know, because I've got other companies and stuff that I have, right? So, you know, this is called guerrilla marketing. All right, and I've done tons and tons of guerrilla marketing campaign, guys, and I'm telling you, you can get ridiculous. You can get sometimes in the newspaper with something like this, like a major publication newspaper. You take something like this, you do a video, you combine it with a press release. The press release gets national syndication, and it gets this actual thing with your graphics and everything, with the article, starts showing up in name brand magazines. Right? Okay. So who else do we have here? Okay, this is another type of guerrilla marketing. So what do? This was me back when I was about 23, 24 years old, and I had a marketing and advertising agency. And I did this photo shoot for one of my own companies, for my advertising agency. So this was done in a studio, guys. That's really me with the, you know, with the turban and the headdress and everything, and I really wore this outfit. This was actually a lamp that we put a light inside to make it look like a glowing crystal ball to create these effects around my hands. But that's actually really me there. So what I did was I pulled it from some old advertising, and because I spend so much time teaching about Facebook marketing, I did a little bit of spoof, and it said, "Behold, I'm seeing Facebook," right? So a little bit of a spoof ad there, but then I turned that into, you know, just a little gimmick. It's my headline right now for my cover page. Okay, this is a strategy, guys, that if you learn this and you learn how to combine this with social media, this is one of the strategies that I've used to roll out companies to be in 5 countries in 90 days. I rolled out one company just using some free press release sites. I wrote 115 press releases in 90 days, guys. Now, my question to you is, could anybody do that? 100% they could. Would anybody do that? Well, I know I did. And I was in 5 countries in 90 days. But how many people would? That's the question. How many people would you? Would you write in 90 days, in a compressed period of time, in 90 days, would you write 115 press releases? Probably not, right? So here's what I will tell you. Successful people do what other people either can't or won't. Bottom line, successful people do what other people either can't or won't. So when I rolled out the Explosive program, my minimum baseline for connections per day, guys, is 25. On a good day, I had 75 connections. 75. Now, keep in mind, this is my third presentation today, so all of these have people watching, and they're going to have people watching later, okay? And today hasn't been a real busy day for me, but I want to just show you guys what I'm talking about here, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to Chris, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to Maggie, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 to Rashad, 22, 23, 24, 25 to Philip, 26, 27, 28 to Derek, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 30, 33. Okay, so it always comes out roughly around the same, guys. Today was 33 interactions. Now keep in mind, as you start to gain momentum, some of those people are going to be people that are on your team. Some of them are going to be your people's people. Some of them are going to be people that have just been following your content, and they're going to reach out and say, hey, I want to get involved with your company. What do you do? Like, I want to, whatever you do, man, I want in, right? Right? Whatever you do, I want to be involved, right? And it starts to happen. Okay, here's one that happened today. Look at this. Okay. Hey, Rashad, how are you? How is your day so far? Darren. Hey, man, and I'm great. Just looking for a good way to make some serious income. So I don't give him my link right now, guys. That's what most people do. Okay, so what do? I want to build a relationship. What is it that you currently do? Well, I hate my job. I do, man. Seriously, my boss treats me like crap. And I think it's because I'm black, but I work good. But what I do is sales associate for the Polo store. Okay, so look, he's a young kid. Okay, if he's with Polo, you know, they normally hire pretty hip, cool people if he's working for Polo, right? So that won't go live there for some reason on his profile picture. But anyway, so let's take a look at what he has to say. Let's take a look at what he has to say in this conversation. Okay. So I say, he says, hey, so I say, what is your true passion? He goes, photography. I always dreamed of it. So I say, what type of income do you need to earn each month so that you can focus on your passion of photography? What level of income are you accustomed to making right now? Right now he's making minimum wage, and he'd love to earn 4 to 5K figures a month. Something big that will definitely help him to reach his dreams. So when you say 4 to 5 figures, what exactly do you mean? I want to dig deeper, guys. I want him to start to get connected to his dream. I'd like to get involved with something like internet marketing stuff. I hear about people making crazy money, and life is worth more than working a 9 to 5 for 40 years plus. And 4 or 5 figures, something like 10 grand a month or more, something just absolutely beautiful, bro. What would you do with $10,000 a month? Why do you want that type of an income? Man, there's so much, dude. I'd invest that in myself and utilize it for my photography that I want to do, man. I'd spend the money for advertising and everything. He's starting to get connected to his dream. Really? Tell me more about that. He goes, about me or photography? I go, why you want $10,000 a month? I mean, how serious are you, Rashad? Look at how long he goes, guys. Look at this. Making that type of money would be like I have financial freedom, and I like I said earlier, man, I think life is worth more than working 9 to 5 job for 40 years or more. Everybody who worked for more money have to be somewhere at a certain time. They got to clock in and at the same place and do the same routine over and over and over again, and they got to take orders from a boss, and bosses can sometimes be ignorant and rude to their employees. It's kind of like they can run anything just because they have higher power, you know what I mean? And dude, I'm more than serious. I want to be able to earn money and have freedom while I'm doing it. I want to be able to connect with people and show them a better way. Look at the guy's passion now. He's literally unleashing the vault. Now, if I get a kid like this that's coachable, guys, I'm not kidding you. I can take a kid like this and turn him into a superstar, literally in 90 days. where he starts to attract a young demographic. So what do I want to do? I want to hold on to the cookie, guys. I'm not giving him anything yet. So on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the most serious, where would you be? He says 11. Above and beyond serious men. I said, I typically look for people that have 3 qualities. They're honest, trustworthy, and dependable. Do you feel you have these 3 qualities? Absolutely. When I claim I'm serious about pursuing towards something, I stick to it. I try to devote every second I can to it. Well, what sort of budget do you have to set aside to start a business with, Rashad? Well, right now, he's only making $200 a week. And honestly, guys, I'm telling you this. If I take this guy on, I want to be able to inspire and motivate other people. That would be my goal here. I want to inspire people that are in, 20, 21, 22 years old to be able to step into their power, step into their greatness, remove all their fears, and show them, if this kid could do it by following my coaching, what could you do, right? So I would invest my time to make an income story, right? If I can make an income story out of a kid like this in 30 to 90 days, I can turn him into what's called a success vortex, where he becomes a magnet. If I was to tell you that I've helped people make as much as $7,500 their very first month with a low startup of only $174, what would you say? Holy damn, are you serious? Wow, that's insane. I honestly don't know what to say right now. I'm totally shocked. Man, I swear, dude, this is just motivating me more for change. So when do you want us to get started? As soon as I get paid, man, this sparked my motivation for me big time. I thought you were just like an ordinary person, but from what you're telling me, you're a pro. LOL, that's what you sound like, man. To me, though, Rashad, I became a millionaire by the time I hit 35. If you're as serious as you say you're willing to be able to, get started tomorrow. Tick tock, tick tock. I want to create now a sense of urgency for the kid so that he's going to do whatever it takes. You see what I'm saying? So now he says, man, this stuff right here just makes you just want to fall over to my knees and just cry. That's called a breaking point, guys. Look what happened in the course of half an hour. Look how much information that he gave me to get to the point where he's literally ready to fall to his knees because he's reached a breaking point, guys. And he knows that there's an answer, and he's not going to ever have to worry about money again for the rest of his life. So I sent him a couple samples of the type of income that I'm generating. That's 1 week, right? 1 week with Explosion. Look at this, right? It's probably about $6,000 for that particular week. Quantum Physics Mind Mastery. He goes, damn, what are those? Is that stuff you're buying or stuff you're waiting for? I go, oh, that's income, Rashad. Incoming cash flow. Holy man, that's serious looking income. That's more than what I make in a year. What's his business? What's this company? Look at now, he's trying to pry the information out, guys. Can you see the power of holding on to the cookie? You've got the cookie, guys. You've got the answer. You've got the solution to people's problems. You don't have to be spraying it all over the internet and jamming it down their throat to be able to become a millionaire. Okay, this is how it's done. Okay, so what I want you to really understand here, guys, is that I wanted to see if I can find another one here. Okay, look at this. May I have some details on your post below? Do you have a home-based business? I just found out, guys. Remember these words. I just found out how to help home business owners generate $2,000 to $3,000 monthly marketing budget for their business in 60 to 90 days. Can you imagine how fast your business will grow with a $2,000 to $3,000 monthly marketing budget? Oh my God. Message me for details. That's called an attraction post. What is it that I'm marketing, guys? You don't even know. But guess what? Here's a guy right here that reaches out to me because of that. That's called the attractor factor, okay? So, we're right now right at the hour mark here, guys. So, that's just a few things. I mean, I could keep on going for hours and hours here. I mean, if you're just watching in for the very first time, here's what I will tell you. If you're on our team with Platinum 200, If you learn the science of getting rich, if you learn what I teach, here's what I will tell you guys. You will never, ever have to worry about money again for the rest of your life. That you can take to the bank. I invest in the people, I invest in the team, and my goal is that I can turn you into a millionaire mentor. And you don't have to be $1 million cash in the bank, guys, to be a millionaire mentor, just so you know, okay? But you do need to know about human psychology. You do need to know what questions to ask. You do need to know how to get out of here and get into here, get out of your head and get into your heart. You do need to know that. You do need to know that the person that asks the questions controls the conversation and steers the ship, right? You've got to know that if you want to be a top income earner, you got to have a naked soul. You got to be vulnerable. You can't be, talking about BS and fluff. You got to talk about real stuff. You got to be able to connect. But I can tell you this. If I can take Gregory Hinton, who works a full-time job, guys, plus he's got 3 kids and a wife, okay? $4,000 monthly residual income in 45 days? Are you for real? A lot of people don't make that in years in network marketing. There's students that are going full-time. Allison Hitchen went full-time in 30 days. Eric Green, $7,500 his first month. Now, I will put a disclaimer here right now saying that, there's homework. There's homework. And I can tell you that when one of my students went from completely homeless, he didn't even have a home. He was sleeping on a couch, okay, in his friend's house. 6 months later, he made $20,000 in a month. What has to happen here for that to happen? Think about that. What has to happen here to take a person from completely homeless and 6 months later, they're making 20 grand in 1 month? That guy was coachable, let me tell you. He reached a breaking point. He said, Darren, I don't care. If I got to listen to a tape 8 times, 10 times a day, I'll do it. If I got to do 10 vision boards, I'll do it. You just tell me what to do. I said, well, you may just have to do that because you're pretty far down the rabbit hole right now. So you may just have to do that. He goes, I'll do it. You tell me what to do, I'll do it. Whatever it takes. Now he is a top leader. Guys, you realize this is all within 1 year? All within a year. He's now got his own following. He's now got his own mentoring program. He's now completely turned his life around as a mentor when 1 year ago he was homeless living on a couch. Are you for real? How the heck is that possible? Rob Riker was 2 months behind in rent and an eviction notice. He didn't even have enough food to feed his kids, guys. He was starving himself for 2 days at a time so he could feed his children. True story. 8 months later, $500,000. These are real stories, guys. These are real life stories. So here's what I will say. Guys, get back to the person that invited you to this call, okay? Because they obviously thought enough of you today to get you here, to give you value. Because, guys, I give value to my people, right? This is the type of training that we go through. Sometimes our trainings go for 3 hours, and it's all value. They're taking copious notes, and they can watch them over and over and over after the fact, and take what they've learned and now morph it into their business. How did Conrado in 3 weeks get to $1,800 residual income per month? He implemented what we teach. Same way that Gregory Hinton did. Same way that Eric Green's now a top person in the hemp deal. Rex Harris is now a top person in the TLN, right? So all I can say is this. If you guys are serious, you got into this industry obviously to escape from corporate America or to have freedom and to be able to travel the world. Here's what I will tell you. You go through my Academy of Quantum Physics Mind Mastery, you learn these 5 simple steps, guys. There's 5 simple steps to wealth creation. You will never, ever have to worry about money again for the rest of your life. And that you can take to the bank. So you've got Darren Little here with the MLM Superheroes, and I look forward to meeting you in person one day, and I look forward to seeing you at the top. Bye for now.